Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're playing Superstar JYP and Superstar STAYC. Gonna be going over the April 11, 2024 updates, where we have a birthday event in Superstar STAYC. We have a few things to talk about when it comes to Superstar JYP and maybe the future of Superstar games in general, and some update previews that we gotta go over. So let's go ahead and start off by talking about Superstar JYP. So this is going to be the same across both games, but we do have a level transfer ticket star pass. Now, I'm not going to go too much into this because I didn't do a talk about the level transfer tickets because I was in South Korea at the time, but basically I think these are really inefficient. I think it's a big waste of resources when you can just keep the original card you had and not have to re-level up a new card by 10 levels. So I just think it's inefficient, but the nice thing about the Star Pass is it is a Star Pass that gives you diamonds. So whether you're just collecting the free rewards or whether you're collecting the premium rewards, there are going to be diamonds associated. And in my personal opinion, this is where I feel like most of the value comes from, with the card level transfer ticket and the power-up cards being a nice addition to that. So really for me, these star passes are about, do they give diamonds or not, or what sort of good resources do I get from it? In this case, I'm more so concerned about the diamonds and the power-up cards. So I won't talk too much about the level transfer tickets quite yet. Maybe I'll make a separate video for it, but I really think they're a big waste of resources if you're not already at the top where you have like 5 groups, they're all level 99 and such. Alright, moving on to the next thing, we have a new Day 6 limited theme in Happy. Now, this song's actually kind of a bop, so I'm really excited to play it in the game. But let's go ahead and take a look at the banner. Now, nothing too crazy here. Again, Day 6 is a 4-member group, so the limited period point reward is going to be a random Happy R grade card, and y'all know how I feel about getting a random card as the limited period point reward. It stinks if you make it all the way to that point, you've got 3 of the 4 members, and then you just get another member that you already have, so you're still missing one. There's no surefire way to get that 4th member in case you're 3 out of 4, and that does feel a little bad. Now, in terms of how often you have to pull, again, we're looking at still about like 2,400 to 2,700 diamonds on the Happy R grade card 300 diamond pull. Now, there is the card pack 30, and again, if you want to just collect all the members, you don't really care about the grade, you're going to level them up later using cards you already have. In that case, it's going to take about like 9 to 10 pulls in order to get all 4 members at about like a 90 to 92% chance. So we're looking at about like almost 350,000 RP just to get all the members. Again, doesn't matter the grade, and it's only about like a 90 to 92% chance, so take that as you will. If you want all the members, that's roughly what you're looking at. But again, with these 4-member groups, there's no guaranteed way to get all of the members. There's no card selectors, nothing like that, so just keep that in mind when thinking about if you want to pull from this or not. Looking at the mission event, so it's a standard 4-member group mission event where once you clear the song 5 times, you get an A grade card of the limited theme, but you don't get a second limited theme in a B grade from mission 2 because again, there's only 4 members. And then mission 3 again is just like a freebie. As long as you play the game, you'll eventually get through mission 3. Now, mission 4 is the wallpapers, and I think Superstar JYP is starting to catch on, or someone at HQ is starting to realize that people like these individual member wallpapers, because it feels like I've been seeing these a lot more in comparison to the like OTX style wallpaper where you have all the members on there. And maybe it's because you can only equip like 9-10 wallpapers, so if you have a bias, you just want it to be that person maybe. But I've noticed that this is starting to be the trend, and I don't know if this is like a marketing thing where it's just like it makes people want to complete the mission just so they can have like the one wallpaper of their bias. But I've noticed this is a bigger thing in Superstar JYP, so just keep your eyes peeled and try not to fall into the trap if you're one of the people that's like, oh, I need my bias, I need to complete the whole mission event just so I can have this one wallpaper. Just keep that in mind that you might be falling to marketing tactics. Alright, moving on to the next limited theme, we have the NiziU So Perfect limited theme. So let's go ahead and check out the shop. Now, it always says at the bottom, or not always, but for some of these it says like Superstar JYP like exclusive images. So I'm not really sure what that means. I don't know if they took these images just for the game, but it's just something I noticed. I was like, I kind of wonder if you really can't find these images anywhere else, like nowhere else. Anyways, talking about the banner itself, there is a limited period point reward. Now this one, because NiziU is a 9-member group, will give you an R grade card selector, again, which is really good because if you pull 8 of the 9 members and then you get to the R grade card selector, you can just choose the one that you don't have and complete your set. So it's very, very nice to be able to pick. We love the choice when it comes to these banners. But looking at the rest of the banner, nothing too crazy. So there is the special package for $21, which gives you 2 of the So Perfect themes. There's the profile set for $14, the starter package, which is $7.50. And then the actual packages where people should be pulling are the So Perfect R package, which gets you 3 members, or not 3 members, but 3 cards. 1 is an R grade, 2 are A grade for 590 diamonds, which is really good because again, those R grade cards can really bump up the score in order to complete the mission event. And then the other 2 are A grade cards, which are important for the mission event. And then there is the So Perfect A grade card. This is going to be your most efficient way of collecting these cards because by the end of it, you will end up with 7 cards for 1,050 diamonds, which is basically 1 more card than you would get if you just pulled from the So Perfect R package for roughly the same amount of diamonds. But again, those R grade cards are pretty good for leveling up your score for the mission event, but just keep that in mind. When it was the twice glowing theme, I did pull from the So Perfect, or not the So Perfect, but the A grade card package all 7 days. So just keep that in mind. That's your most efficient way if you're just looking to collect cards. All right, moving on to the mission event So Perfect. So again, NiziU is a OT9 group where if you complete the song 5 times, you will get an A grade card, and then getting that 1 A grade card will give you a B grade card. And the nice thing about Mission 2 with like member groups that are 6 or more is that as you collect the A grade cards, you do get 1 more additional card in a B grade card, which is really nice because it helps you complete your collection. But just as a reminder, these B grade cards don't do you any good during the actual mission itself, aside from being able to get like maybe like an OT9 or fill out all the cards, because you need an A grade card of each member in order to complete mission 2. So in order for these B grade cards to matter during the mission event itself, you do need to get 2 of the same member, and then you better hope that the 2 that you get, the duplicates you get, are not an A grade card you already have. It has helped me in the past before with the twice sign theme where I got 2 of the Jungyoung card as B grades, and then that was the only A grade I ended up getting. So at least that's what I remember. I don't know, it was quite a while ago. But anyways, that is the only way these B grade cards are going to help you during the mission event itself. Now mission 3, again, you just get this over time as you play the game. Mission 4 is the wallpaper one, and again we see this idea where it's just solo members, and again, seems kind of like a marketing scam to try and get you to play the whole mission event just so you can get 1 wallpaper for your buys. But again, you would be doing the same thing even if it was like a full group like wallpaper where you'd complete the whole mission event for that 1 wallpaper. So take it as you will, but if it is very like bias heavy, if they see in marketing that having the individual bias wallpapers gets more people to complete the mission event, pay into the event and such, they're probably gonna keep doing it. So just keep that in mind and try and control yourself when it comes to marketing tactics. Alright, moving on to the next thing in the events banner, there is the Power Up Star Pass. We did talk about this a little bit last week, but basically the main appeal here is going to be the Power Up cards as well as like the chance tickets. One thing I've noticed about these chance tickets is that we've gone a very long time without a free power-up chance event. Like the last holiday was Valentine's Day, and that was 2 months ago, when it used to feel like we got an event every like month, if not every other month or so. So I don't know if they're limiting the number of holiday events in order to force people to buy these power-up chance tickets in order to make the most of their cards. I don't know, but it kind of feels like, again, another marketing thing that I'm not really a fan of, because it kind of peels away from people who want to play this game for fun rather than people who want to pay into the game itself. So I'm not really sure if that's the direction that the company is going for, but it is something that I'm noticing, and I'm not too big of a fan because I have a lot of cards that I'm waiting for the Power Up Chance event for the weekend that comes with like a holiday, but I really don't want to pay into these burning tickets. That's just my personal opinion. If you want to, by all means, totally your choice, and that's totally fair. All right, moving on into something else for NiziU specifically. So if we look at the news, one of the things is going to be this signed Polaroid special package thing, where if you buy into the special package, you enter for a chance to win a signed Polaroid. Now, let's go ahead, head over to the shop, and I'll show you where it is. But it is just like the ITZY one from last week, where it's only available to people that live in Korea. So here's the package. It is again the So Perfect special package, which costs $21, and then right there you can see purchase the package and receive a signed Polaroid. Now again, if you scroll all the way to the bottom of the info tab, shipment is available only to addresses in Korea. So if you live outside Korea, then unfortunately you're out of luck unless you have a friend that lives in Korea and you can deliver to their address. Now, one thing I just want to go over, I guess conceptually when it comes to these things, is that these used to be raffle rewards for completing the mission event. And 2 weeks in a row, we've seen where you had to spend actual money just to enter the raffle. So I'm feeling kind of iffy if the whole game in total is moving more towards a paying strategy versus an earning strategy. Because before, my expectation would have been you complete the mission event and then you enter for a chance to win a signed Polaroid. In this case, you complete the mission event, all you get is still wallpapers, which is kind of like an iffy reward for the amount of diamonds that you'll be spending. But then you also have to pay into this special package offer for a chance at the raffle. So now they broke it up into something that you earn with diamonds that you can build progressively over time, and then something that you just straight up have to pay money for. So I'm starting to feel like the game is moving towards a paying strategy versus a earning strategy, and I'm not really a big fan of it. But let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on signed Polaroids now being a special package offer where you have to have an address in Korea and you have to pay real money for it. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Alright, and that covers everything for Superstar JYP. We will go over the update preview as we go through the Superstar STAYC stuff. Moving on to Superstar STAYC, we have a new limited theme in Be My Only Love, which is, let's go ahead and take a look right here. Now, this is a Teen Fresh limited theme, meaning that we still only have 2 non-limited themes for Teen Fresh, but that's still okay because 2 is way better than 1. So here is the theme. Here's what it looks like. It looks like they used artwork from like the Digipack photo shoot. So here that is, in case you want to take a look at it. Moving back to the events tab, let's go ahead and take a look at the banner itself. Now, STAYC is again an OT6 member group, which is really good because that means the limited period point reward should be in R grade card selector. Let's wait for the shop to load. There it is. So the limited period point reward is going to give you a Be My Only Love R grade card selector. And again, selectors are great for that last member that you weren't able to get from the banner. Just being able to pick that one person and then just move on is fantastic. And then again, for Superstar STAYC specifically, you can pick Prism cards, and Prism cards do bump up your score by about 10%. So really, really good stuff there. Now, they restructured the banner again, it looks like. So now the first thing that pops up is the profile set for $10. Then there is the starter package for $7.50. Remember that this gives you an automatic Prism card, and Prism cards are really, really good, as well as 100 diamonds. For the first 3 days of the banner, there is the celebration package, which gives you a Be My Only Love theme guaranteed. But again, it's a 5 times chance for Prism, which is 15%. And that's still less than like a 0.25% chance, right? It's still really low. So just keep that in mind. You might be better off just doing the starter package twice rather than trying to hope for a limited period. I'm sorry, not a limited period point reward, but a Prism theme for the limited theme in the celebration package. Now, there is the special package for $23, which gives you 2 Be My Only Love theme guaranteed, at a 3 times chance for prism, which is again like a 9% chance, which is like less than 1 every 10. So you'd have to buy this about 5 times to statistically get a prism, so just keep that in mind. And there is the limited premium pack 10, which most people will be pulling for 2 times chance for prism. Now we're down to about a 6% chance, which is basically you have to get almost like 20 cards for it to statistically have 1 prism card. So just keep that in mind there. Alright, and then there is the limited premium pack 1. This is more so just like a haha for fun kind of use of diamonds, where maybe you're close to the limited period point reward, you just need a few extra points. That's where this limited premium pack 1 comes in really nice. Alright, and looking at the mission event, so standard mission event stuff, clear the song 5 times, get an A grade card. Every card you get of a different member that's A grade or above nets you a B grade card. And for all of that, it's a premium pack 30, and y'all know how I feel when the clear all missions reward is a premium pack. You can just buy a premium pack for 240 diamonds. So this really isn't worth it in my opinion. There's no raffle, there's no wallpaper, no nothing. So I would just make this a big skip unless you really like the look of the theme. Moving on to the next thing, there is the happy birthday event for Yoon. So this is a nice photo because I feel like all the other ones were them just kind of holding the cake really far away, but this one, like, Yoon is pointing at it. I don't know, it's a really nice spin versus the other birthday wallpapers that we've gotten so far. Now keep in mind, this one is basically a free event as long as you got all the cards you need. And if you were thinking ahead and you got all the B grade cards, you put them all at 5 stars, stuff like that, you're way ahead of the curve, and this is going to be a piece of cake. Now for completing all that, at the very least, if you planned ahead or if you're able to complete it all without spending any diamonds, you will net 50 diamonds from completing all the missions, as well as the birthday wallpaper. And then the bonus prize is a chance for a Yoon signed Polaroid. There are going to be 6 winners, so very cool stuff. This is a mission I like because it rewards you for basically continually playing the game, planning ahead, stuff like that. So these are the events that I like. Alright, moving on to the shop itself. So there's always these birthday shop events. I really don't like paying into them because I don't really think they're worth it. Because a lot of the stuff in here, while it seems really attractive, is still really random. The thing that comes with the most guarantee is the birth flower package, which gives you power-up cards, and power-up cards are like busted. So just keep that in mind. All these chance for prisms is just like, it's not too high of a chance. So I really don't recommend pulling from these. There are better offers that I've seen in the past. Again, Superstar STAYC's almost reaching its like 1-year anniversary, and across that year, I started playing in like August, maybe actually a little later than that. I've seen better packages than the birthday packages. So this is going to be a big skip for me. But if you want to pull for fun, or if you've got some diamonds, because we really haven't had a lot worth spending diamonds on, in my opinion, by all means, it's your game, it's your choice. I totally respect whatever you do here. Alright, remember that every day during a birthday event, there are going to be daily rewards that you have to grab in your message box that day. So here is the spread of rewards that you're going to get. Just make sure you log in every day, check your messages, and go ahead and grab those. Alright, so I guess now is the right time for that for me. So let's go ahead and head over to our messages. And everyday Yoon time gift has arrived. So let's go ahead and grab that. I guess my card inventory is full, so we'll have to do it later. But keep in mind that for the time gift events, there are going to be a profile picture that you get for free. So there is our Yoon free profile picture, which is really cool because it's a free one and it's limited, and you can just change your profile picture to that without having to pay any money. All right, moving on to the last thing I want to talk about is this update preview. So let's go ahead, let's close Superstar JYP actually, and talk about the update preview, because it's actually the same because I read it across both games. So, hello, this is Superstar STAYC. We've prepared an update preview because there will be a 3.15.0 update in the game, and here are some of the crucial changes. So, a live theme collection reward. This is pretty interesting. So, there will be a collection rewards added to the game that enables you to obtain a bonus score when you own a live theme card, or a set of live theme cards. The condition for obtaining the live theme collection rewards are: 1, you can obtain a live theme bonus score from every song in the game; 2, when you play a song, you will obtain a live theme bonus score according to the notes you hit or miss. So basically how the game plays right now. 3, if you hit every note, you can obtain the maximum bonus score for the live themes you've collected. In addition, past live themes will be back in the shop for a limited time. So what this says to me is, again, the Superstar games as a whole might be moving towards a heavier pay-to-win strategy, where if you have a live theme, you get more of a score, kind of like the Prism system, where you get a bonus score in addition to the score that you would be getting normally. So this doesn't feel too good, because looking at all the live themes that we've had in the past for both Superstar JYP and Superstar STAYC, you've had to actually pay for a star pass. There have never been any that were free as long as I've been playing this game, which is again since like August across both games. So now we're moving towards a more pay to win strategy, which doesn't feel good, because again, it kind of defeats the purpose of playing the game for free and then also wanting to be competitive at the same time. So just keep that in mind. I'm not a big fan of this live theme collection if they're going to integrate it into the point system, because again, it makes it a more pay to win strategy. So a lot more things that they're adding where it's just like, hey, if you want to do well, if you want this, if you want that, you're going to have to pay up. But it's a little different when it comes to actual in-game elements that affect the way the game is played. In this case, potentially affecting the way score is earned. So that's just my thought on the live theme collections reward. The live themes are cool. Don't get me wrong, right? Like, I have a live theme. This is my bubble live theme. I think it's really cool. I think it's really interesting, but I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I did pay real money in order to get the star pass in order to get this. So that's just my thought. I love the live themes. I think they're cool. At some point, I really just saw them as aesthetics, but now it seems like I might have to consider them as like a strategy to get a higher score, which doesn't really feel good in my opinion. Moving on to the next thing, there is a multi-up card. So we will be adding a multi-up card, which enables you to upgrade a card by acting as a substitute for a 5-star card of the same artist. The number of required multi-up cards differs according to the target grade. If you do not have enough multi-up cards, you can buy more by tapping on the Upgrade Now button. When you upgrade a card with a multi-up card, you will succeed with a 100% chance and RP won't be required. So what does this really mean? So if we go to our inventory, what I'm guessing this means is that if you have, like, let's just say this C grade card and you want to upgrade it, but you don't have anything to upgrade it with, you can use this multi-up card as a substitute for a 5-star card of the same grade that you're trying to level up, and it's not going to require RP. So think of it like a level up for the power up cards. So in this case, if we look at our material cards, and then, oh, we actually have to go back here. So think of it like this, basically, this 100% power up card. Now it's a 100% level up card where you don't actually have to burn any RP in order to use it. So it's basically going to look like this, except instead of powering up a card, it levels up a card. And that's actually really nice, because when it comes to certain things like the S grade cards, those require 20,000 RP to level up. So across, in this case STAYC, across the 6 members, you're using 120,000 RP in order to level up a card from S grade to R grade. Goodness, I have way more cards than I thought. Okay. This is why I keep running out of inventory space. All right. So for example, if I wanted to level up this card, it would take 20,000 RP to go from 5-star S in order to get to R grade. Let's see if I actually have a decent example. Well, I can't pull up an example right now because it looks like I don't have anything at the moment, but basically it's a free level up as long as you have the resource. Now this is again going to the whole strategy of like, all right, are we gonna have to pay for this resource? How much are we gonna have to pay? Is it gonna be a star pass where we have to buy the star pass? It's just like, now there's more elements to the game where it's just like, hey, we're looking to make more people pay. And this seems kind of like a reach, because it's not like leveling up cards from one to the next is like crazy expensive. Especially if you're a higher tiered like player, then you likely can build 20,000 RP in like 20 minutes. So I don't know, I'm not really feeling all these updates to the game that require like more money, but it is a nice resource in case you want to pay, in case it makes your life a smidge easier. By all means, again, it's your money, it's your resources. Just do what it takes to stay within your means and still have fun playing the game. Alright, moving on to the next thing, improvement on the power-up material card system. Now the power-up cards won't take up space in your inventory, and thank goodness. They took up so much space in my inventory, so I'm really glad to see this. You'll be able to obtain the power-up cards even when your inventory is full. This improvement will be applied to the multi-up card as well, which is really nice. The changes above will be provided in April through a version update. Please check in-game for details. Thank you for playing, etc., etc. So that is all of the updates for April 11th that I wanted to go over. Again, I'm not really a big fan of this shift that we're doing into a pay system, right? When we think about the multi-up card, when we think about the level transfer ticket, when we think about the bias wallpapers, when we think about the signed Polaroid raffles, there's so many things that the game is transitioning to that require you to spend actual money, and I'm not too big of a fan of it. But let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on these upgrades, if they're really a quality of life upgrade, if you feel better because you are a payer that if you are a player that pays, that wants to have it kind of locked behind a paywall. Let me know what your thoughts are below. And that is going to be all for now. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'd be happy to answer when I have the time. But that's all for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, until next time, take it easy.